What up? It's Slenderbro01 here. And welcome back to another reaction video. I'm gonna be reacting with a bird, aka Sonic.
It's Sonic. You guys heard
and
of me.
Today we're gonna be reacting to Mr. Nightmare, 20 of the scariest and the most ionic creepypasta. Now, I did make a video before, but I can't make it 20 minutes long, so it's gonna be 15 minutes long.
That's not what she said. That's what she definitely said.
That's what she definitely said. I sent you dick pics. Fuck
you!
Nah, just joking, yeah. Alright, guys, let's continue this. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe to the bird here. I'll talk to y'all later.
Creepypastas are the scary campfire stories of the internet. They can range from general scary stories to lost episodes to even theories. There are countless creepypastas on the internet, but there are certain creepypastas that have by now become iconic and have in a way opened the doors to the popularity of creepypastas. Here are 20 of some of the best, scariest, and most iconic creepypastas on the internet. Number 20, Suicide Mouse.
Wait, why are you doing this? I'm gonna get nightmares.
Lost and bootleg episode creepypastas have become very common, and one of the most well-known happens to be Suicide Mouse. Suicide Mouse is about a lost episode of a 1930s Mickey Mouse cartoon. However, it doesn't have Mickey dancing around happily or smiling at all. It's just a very ominous video of Mickey Mouse walking past 6 buildings that continue to loop in the background.
Is he walking in a circle?
However, as he keeps walking, you may notice everything in the background starts to become more and more damaged, and Mickey's walking speed and face will change as well. Distorted screaming and moaning sounds will also begin to play later in the video, and it will ultimately end with Mickey falling dead with a syringe falling out of his hand, indicating he had committed suicide.
No! I don't like that!
What makes this creepypasta special is that it was one of...
I don't like that, no!
What are you talking about? This is some crazy shit!
I thought that thing was actually real.
You're talking about shit getting scared, but how do you fucking fix this?
That's how it's supposed to go.
Damn!
Oh my god, nah. We gotta continue.
If not the first lost episode creepypasta, and that it also comes with a disturbing video to go along with the story. Number 19, No End House.
Oh, that's not scary.
Haunted houses are at the center of many famous scary narratives, with the cliched surviving the night in one earning teenagers instant respect, or making it through a haunted house for a reward. No End House focuses on the narrator, David, who gets a message from a shady drug addict friend, Peter, telling him about the No End House, which earned that name because nobody had ever made it to the end.
It's like that.
$500 is offered to whoever can survive a trip through its 9 rooms of torture, a challenge that the narrator, David, readily accepts. The first few rooms start out innocent, being described as resembling the Halloween aisle of Kmart. However, the rooms begin to grow increasingly sinister and evil, pushing the limits of David's sanity. Number 18, Smile Dog. According to legend, Smile.jpg is a supposedly haunted image dating back to the beginning of the internet. Smile.jpg has a reputation for driving those who view it insane, making its victims...
He's stupid! He's stupid! Did you hear what he just said?
What?
Anyone that views it is cursed by the dog, and if you don't share it, you're dead. He's stupid! He just showed us! He's stupid!
So he tried to kill himself.
And us!
What the fuck?
View it in their mind's eye at every turn.
Dude,
While it's been discovered that these images in the victims' minds are the results of epileptic seizures, there's no clear understanding of just why the image causes this.
A hand?
All the victims who spoke up about their experiences, however, have said that they were also visited by the dog-like creature in the image, named Smile Dog.
No!
When in these dreams, the only thing the victims can do is watch and listen as Smile Dog tells them that the only way to end their torment is to spread the word by sending somebody else the picture.
Hell no!
In this creepypasta, it's said that those who saw the image either disappeared or died, except for one lady named Mary E., who the narrator goes to interview.
What name?
What he eventually learns is that some things, even simple pictures, are better left mysteries rather than dealing with the horrifying truth. Number 17. The strangest security tape I've ever seen. In this creepypasta, we meet the narrator who works at a gas station in rural Pennsylvania, where a new employee named Jeremy shows up, described as weird and quiet by the narrator. After Jeremy starts working there, strange things start happening. For example, entire shipments of motor oil disappearing. The narrator is asked by his boss to watch the security tapes to catch Jeremy in the act, but he doesn't catch Jeremy doing anything wrong at all. He sweeps the floors, assists customers at checkout, and stocks shelves. But where it gets strange is when the same customers routinely start coming in, buying the same exact items, making the same exact movements. Things only get stranger from here, as the narrator starts to suspect the time loop he is in has something to do with Jeremy. Number 16, Pen Pal. Pen Pal is a very long series of posts told via a series of recollections by an anonymous narrator trying to make sense of his childhood. As a very young boy, he decided to participate in a pen pal program where children tried to find pen pals by attaching a letter to a balloon, which they released in the hopes that it would reach someone that would write back. While the other children received responses, the narrator does not, and it's assumed that his balloon did not reach anyone. However, as he grows, he and his childhood friend Josh begin to find that someone is following them, and that this person is far from sane. Pen Pal is so horrifying and well written that it was actually considered to be adapted into a film by an Oscar-winning movie producer. Number 15, Laughing Jack. Laughing Jack is a murderous clown. His preferred method of killing is slicing open the stomach of said victim, removing the innards and stuffing the body with candy. Before he kills his victim, usually a young child, he becomes imaginary friends with them. Said child then becomes comfortable with Laughing Jack coming in their room and will suspect nothing when he murders them. In the original creepypasta introducing Laughing Jack, it's said that after the parent discovers the boy is murdered, they accidentally stab the boy in the heart in an attempt to stab Laughing Jack. When the authorities arrive, it looks like the parent had murdered the boy herself. The parent was charged with insanity and was sent to a mental institution. There is never an explanation for what happened to Laughing Jack, so one can only imagine that he is still at large.
Alright, guys.
Number 14.
Guys, I'm gonna stop this at 10 minutes, so yeah.
Dead Bart. One of the better known and more believable lost episode creepypastas, Dead Bart is a creepypasta story about a lost episode of The Simpsons in which Bart dies after falling from an airplane. The narrator of the creepypasta confronts Matt Groening, one of the creators of The Simpsons, about a lost episode that everybody affiliated with the show refuses to acknowledge. Groening gives him a website address and begs him to never speak about the episode again. When the narrator visits the website, he finds nothing but a download link which contains the lost episode. In the episode, Bart breaks the window on a plane and is sucked out. After his death, his family apparently sits at their kitchen table and cries for an entire year before going to visit his grave. At the cemetery, Bart's hyper-realistic corpse is laying on top of his grave, and all the other graves bear the names of The Simpsons guest stars, even those who had not appeared on the show at the time the episode would have been written. A sequel has been written by the same author, known as A Dead Bart Update. Number 13, Robert the Doll. Unlike many creepypastas on this list, this one is based on something that is confirmed to exist. Robert the Doll is real. The myths surrounding him vary, especially since he became so popular on the internet. The doll was given to artist Robert Eugene Otto in the late 1800s or early 1900s by a servant working in his family home. The doll, which he named after himself, then took on a life of its own and began to terrorize the family. Otto was said to have kept his doll into adulthood, and it subsequently tormented his late wife to insanity. When the doll was found by another family, the girl to whom it was given was terrified of it and refused to have it in her room. The doll is currently residing in the Fort East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida. Visitors must ask Robert politely if they want to take his photo. If they mock him or take his photo without permission, Robert is said to lay a curse on them. Number 12, A Nasi's Goatman Story. The story follows a teenager who goes down to Alabama to be with his extended family. While he, his cousins, and their friends are camping out in the woods, they see a strange figure, the Goatman, jerking about and spouting gibberish as it follows them. They spend the rest of the night in fear as the Goatman stalks and harasses the group, terrorizing the teens into a frenzied state of paranoia. Number 11, the Rugrats Theory. There are so many genres of creepypastas, one of the big ones being theory creepypastas, and the Rugrats Theory is the most well-known and also the most believable of those. The theory is that the Rugrats never existed at all, that they were actually just figments of Angelica's imagination. It may sound far-fetched already, but if you read it yourself, you'll see that in the story's credit, the pieces could fit together. Number 10, the Slender Man. We've all heard about the Slender Man by now. Originating as an internet meme created by Something Awful Forums user Eric Knudsen in 2009, the Slender Man has since become a huge part of the internet, as well as opening the creepypasta world to many. For those that don't know, the Slender Man is a being who looks like a man with extremely long, slender arms and legs. He also appears to have 4 to 8 long black tentacles that protrude from his back at will. Despite the fact that it's rumored that he kills children almost exclusively, it's difficult to say whether or not his only objective is slaughter. Oftentimes it's reported that he can be found in sections of woods, and these generally tend to be suburban. He also has been reported seen with large groups of children, as many photographs portray. It's commonly thought that he resides in woods and forests and preys on children. He seems unconcerned with being exposed in daylight or captured in photos. The Slender Man definitely remains one of the most interesting topics in the creepypasta world. Number 9, Candle Cove. This story is presented in the format of a message board conversation among numerous participants who managed to piece together their memories of an undocumented children's TV show about a young girl named Janice and her imaginary band of pirates with dark personalities. No information or history of the show could be found online, making the story stranger. As the dialogue progresses, a handful of posters come to the eerie realization that they have had the same nightmares from watching the show. And even more, it's discovered that the show these posters thought they were watching when they were kids only consisted of 30 minutes of static, as when one of the posters in the conversation asked his mom if she remembered the show, she recollected his sitting in front of the TV watching static for half an hour. What makes this creepypasta stand out is that it doesn't come with just a text story. There are videos of poorly recorded or damaged footage of what was allegedly the show Candle Cove.
Alright guys, I'm going to end this right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like, subscribe. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.